We're going to talk about the police brutality effects in a narrative paradigm. There are three main points. One is to explain the theory. Two, to talk about the pre-video questions and post-video questions, which means the pre-video questions is where they stood before watching the video, and post-video questions is to where they stand after watching the video. Point three is interview questions and results relating back to the narrative paradigm. Point one, narrative paradigm theory, which is by the theorist Walter Fisher, and he believes that there's a relationship between storytelling and persuasion, and that humans are storytelling animals. And he finds it through narrative rationality, which is a way to evaluate the worth of the story. And with rationality, there are two based, and it is narrative fidelity and narrative coherence. Fidelity is the truthfulness of the story, and coherence holds the story together. Point two, pre-video questions. We had two demographics, which is what gender they were and how old they were. From our results, we found that 53% were males and 46% were females. So we had more males than females. There were 74% that were 20-year-olds or younger, and 26% were 21 years and older. So we found that there were more people our age. And with that total, we had 62 respondents from our three surveys. So an example of a pre-video questions, we had three of them. There were: the effects of police shootings on family members of the victims of shootings are an important topic in today's society. 2, an issue I understand well. And 3, an issue I'm sympathetic about. So down here is an example of a graph to show all these examples, and basically it is just showing how each of them had agreed, all in red, and that 93% agreed this topic is important in today's society, and that issues with police shootings have affected families greatly in this generation. So after they did the pre-video questions, we went and they watched videos. Here are 3 screenshots of the videos that they watched about police brutality, about the Alton Sterling cases, and the Terrence Crushers. And it was a side to where the families spoke out about their loved ones. With the post-video questions, we had 9 questions, and our goal was to see if the videos could support the narrative paradigm theory, and to see if storytelling was able to influence opinions and beliefs. An example of a question was: while watching this video, I felt sympathetic towards the families and the victims. The majority did feel sympathetic, because with our results, there were 43 strongly agreed, 37 agreed, 11% neither agreed nor disagreed, 8% disagreed, and 0% strongly disagreed. So after they took the post-video questions, we asked them 4 interview questions, and an example would be to say, what did you think of the story in the video you watched? And this kind of question makes them think about and have an open-ended question and have a variety of responses. So we had 2 examples, and one was, I was touched about this story, a sad reality for African Americans. And example 2 was that it was more of a reality than what the media portrays. Now, for the results relevant to the narrative paradigm, overall, out of 62 participants, our post-survey question was, I feel differently after viewing this video. And 35% agreed and 27% disagreed. However, in survey B, more people disagreed on feeling different about this topic, and you can tell that yes, there was more disagreed, but people still had more agree. In conclusion, the narrative paradigm was more effective for videos A and C, and we wanted to see what stories are the most effective for influencing people's beliefs on the effects of police brutality on families, and that stories presented on the news can play a huge role into forming our beliefs.